Hello, C Love You again. Welcome to C Love You's Advice. This message goes out to the Webb family, Olivia Webb and Jerrod Webb. And also Miss Neicy. I have an encouraging word for you today. God has put it on my heart to make this video. I've been taking a look at all the videos that's been going up about the Webb family. And it's kind of heartbreaking to see a family being split up with three beautiful children that was made by a man and a woman who once loved one another. I hate to see a family split up. I hate to see the fact is that you got two grown people that was once happy together, that was once living with one another, that was once a family being torn apart by allowing outside men and women to come in the middle of it. Jerrod Webb, I would like to start with you. I understand that you and Olivia is no longer together and that you may feel like the relationship is toxic. And it's clearly that she has issues right now. But have you ever thought about the fact that maybe some of her issues that she's having right now dealing with you has something to do with the fact is that the woman that you constantly walked out on her with is the same woman that you're now leaving her for. And now you want to bring this woman around your children. That will bother any mother, especially if she was married to you. You see, Mr. Webb, I think the whole situation could have been handled in a different way. Even if you knew that Olivia and you was not going to make it. I feel like it could have been handled in a whole other different way. I understand Olivia is not, squeaky clean herself. I get it. But you see, before you decided to move on with the new girlfriend that you have right now, maybe you should have waited to go through the whole divorce process with Olivia first and got yourself in order and got your kids in order, that when you was ready to receive someone, then you could have made it happen. Because I believe that's the biggest problem that Olivia is dealing with, is that you're leaving her for the same woman that you left with her with before. The young lady may be pretty on the outside, but what I want to know is what's going on with her in the inside. That she's comfortable with sleeping with a man that is going through a divorce if it's not final. Secondly, why is this woman so comfortable with being with a man who left her for someone else and married someone else instead of her? And she's so comfortable with taking you back. And it's like she's saying, okay, I was willing to pay what they call the mistress, the side chick, until I got what I want. And honestly, I don't think that relationship is going to last. Mark my words. The reason being is because the foundation is made of quicksand. It was done in the wrong way. And just the way it's built up, It's going to fall. Mark my words. This is message for Olivia. Miss Olivia, let me give you the best advice I can always give any woman. Learn how to move in silence. Everything that you do in your home is not meant for YouTube. Some things you need to learn how to keep it to yourself. You having these different men around your children don't look good. You allowing your children to call these different men daddy don't look good. You trying to discredit their dad in front of them don't look good. I'm not saying that you don't have a reason to be angry, because I understand why you're angry. But at the same time, though, when you're a woman and you have children, you have to learn how to handle the situation differently. And it's, and I'm not saying you're going to do everything perfect, but, sometimes as women, it may be kind of hard to heal because we feel like we're carrying the load and we're by ourselves. But know that God is watching you, and He's going to be there for you. Olivia, let me tell you something. The man that you have in your house right now, Zolo, could be your very downfall. He could be the very one to help you go downhill. You need to regroup, reprocess, and start eliminating the people in your life that don't mean you well, and that encourage the negativity that you put out there. Maybe put your kids through counseling, and you have a separate counseling session from your children, and then maybe bring their dad in later on. Matter of fact, you and Jerrod need to sit down and have counseling. Because if you're not going to be together, that's fine, but at least learn how to co-parent. That's all I have to say about that one. Miss Neicy, I respect you as a woman, and I understand that Jerrod is your brother. But Miss Neicy, let Jerrod be a grown man and handle his business. Because at the end of the day, no matter how you may feel about Olivia, her and Jerrod made those kids. And at the end of the day, they're going to have to still raise those kids up together. I understand that you may have personal issues against Olivia for whatever reason. But if I were you, I'll keep it off of YouTube, off the internet, period. No matter how bad she acted, the reason being is because, first off, whatever you say is going to be on the internet forever. And you never want to put something up that you're going to end up regretting later that you put up. So think about that before you say you're going to expose this girl or anything. Because remember, even though you cannot stand her, that's still your nieces and your nephew, Mom. And the last thing you want them to see is that you're speaking bad against their mom when they get older. You don't want to do that. So please, if I were you, I'd stay in the background. Begin to pray to ask God to give you the strength to endure. I know what she does is not always right. But sometimes as women, we have to learn how to be the bigger person. So, just be careful what you put out there. That's all I'm saying. I really pray that this family is able to come together at the end and do what's best for the children. And that everything works itself out at the end, because this family is needed. Rather than people talking about you all family all on the internet because of what you put out there, if anything, we should be praying for your family. Olivia, start giving Jerrod the respect that he deserves as your kid's father. Because one thing I could tell you for sure is that if you're talking about these children's father right in front of them, keep in mind, those are his 3 mini-me's that you have. And if you're talking about him in front of them and his characteristics and how much of a deadbeat he is, imagine what those kids may feel every single day because they're a part of him. So keep his name out of your mouth when you're around those children. If you must speak to somebody about him, just hire a therapist. Don't let your kids hear it, because whether you believe it or not, it has an effect on them. Alright. I'm about to close down this video. I just want everybody to be safe out there. And love you. Do you. Be you. And first and foremost, always put God first. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Push the notification bell if you would like to be informed whenever I do post. And talk to you guys later. Bye.